Hello, it's February 1st, 2018, and today's the first day of the Hot Club of Cowtown tour of the Midwest. It's basically 7 weeks long, and we drove up from Austin, Texas to Springfield, Missouri yesterday. I'm feeling a little rusty, so I'm going to take this opportunity out on the road for a month to work on my foundation, my basics. And there's a drill I used to do. It's great for a warm-up, and it's also just some abstract way. It's just really good for your guitar playing. I'm going to play a major scale in all 12 keys, but I'm going to use only one position, this bar chord position, and the scale goes. Probably heard that before. I'm really only going to worry about the lower octave. I'm not going to worry about fingerings for the top. Okay, so I'm going to start from the root and go up 5 notes, then back 3, which sets me up so that when I play 5 notes up again, like I started, 5, up 5, back 3, up 5, back 3, up 5, back 3, I'll be starting from the next note in the chord. I keep coming back to the notes in the middle, so every time I start, I'm starting from a note in the chord. It's root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th, and after I get through that, I just go back home and stop. I don't worry about the fact that there's more notes to go. That's for another day. So here we go. Root. That's up 5, now back 3. Up 5 from the 3rd, the next note on the scale. Up 5, back 3, up 5, back 3. So that's the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th, and I ended on the octave root and came back home. It just naturally does that. One more time, here we go. Up 5 from the C. This is the scale. Alright, that's what we're using. If you have a note from outside of that scale as we go through this process, something's wrong. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. Up. Back. Up. Back. Up. This is the major 7. Back. And that when you come back 3, that's the root again, miraculously. Root, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 3rd. 5th. Does my bobbing head help you? Now, it might be a piece of cake, right? It's going to compound quickly and get confusing very quickly. So what you do now, that was doing everything based on the root. I'm not going to change a single note. The exact same scale will now appear to be completely different if you do this. You start that whole process off the 2nd note. So here's the 1, right, root to root. So I'm going to start that whole process of up 5 and back 3 off of this guy. And I just went back to the... You could have ended it here, but it sounds funny to end on a 2 minor. That's what you're doing. You're playing a 2 minor. Up 5. Up. 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 Now you do it from the 3rd. And the 4th. One interesting thing is, you know, play a 1-4-5 progression. Almost everybody, when they get to a 4 chord, they just play a 4 as if it were a 1 major. In other words, like a Chuck Berry sort of sound. Like, there's C major. They'd go. It sounds great. Everyone's used to it. There's no problem. But in fact, it would have been. It sounds too mystical and folky, something else, right? It's not the blues. That's too passionate. So anyway, you'll discover notes like that when you use the C major scale without any accidentals, and you just believe in that C major scale and you do what it tells you to do, you'll arrive at an honest to goodness 4 major. And you'll get sounds that you may not be familiar with. Same goes for the G7 and the D minor and everything else. Well, it was supposed to be a 3-minute lesson. It's a 5-minute, 40-second lesson. It's not really a lesson. We're just warming up. See you later.